Hello, welcome to this channel Gain Java Knowledge, and today in this video we are going to discuss about Java Lead interview questions. So here we will discuss about around 23 questions. So first we will discuss what are the differences between equal to and dot equals method. So as we know, equal to operator, it is an operator applicable for both primitives and object references. And in the case of object references, equal to operator is always meant for reference comparison. So that is, if two reference pointing to the same object, then only equal to operator will return true. And we cannot override equal to operator for content comparison. It is always meant for reference comparison. So like this, dot equals method. So it is a method applicable only for object reference but not for primitive types. So by default, dot equals method present in object class is also meant for reference comparison only. And we can override dot equals method for content comparison. So like this, there is second one. What are the differences between string builder versus string buffer? So we can read from here. String buffer, every method is synchronized, and string buffer object is thread safe. But string builder, no method is synchronized, and string builder is not thread safe because it can be accessed by multiple threads simultaneously. And Spring Builder was introduced in version 1.5. And next is, what is a volatile keyword in Java? The volatile keywords in Java ensure that a variable value is always directly read from the and written to the main memory and guaranteeing visibility across the threads. It prevents threads from caching the value and ensuring they see the most recent update made by other threads. So like this we can declare private volatile boolean flag false. And next is, what is a transient keyword? So transient is the modifier applicable only for variables. While performing serialization, if we don't want to save the value of a particular variable to meet security constraint, such type of variable, then we should declare that variable with transient keyword. And transient means not to serialize. We cannot serialize this value. And next is, what collection would you use to remove duplicates from list and maintain the insertion order? So to remove the duplicate from a list while maintaining the insertion order, I would use linked hash set because linked hash sets remove the duplicates and also maintain the insertion order. So like this, if we have duplicate value in the list apple, banana, apple, orange, then we can store this list into linked hash set, and then it will give the output as apple, banana, orange. So it will remove all the duplicates and also preserve the insertion order. And next is, what are the differences between hash map versus concurrent hash map? So thread safety, hash map is not thread safe, but concurrent hash map is thread safe without using synchronized blocks explicitly. In hash map, if multiple threads modify a hash map simultaneously, it can cause data inconsistency or even an infinite loop in older Java versions. But if we are going with concurrent hash map, uses internal log stripping to allow concurrent reads and partial concurrent writes. So how its internal working? So HashMap has no built-in synchronization. To make it thread safe, you had to manualize synchronize. But in concurrent HashMap, use log stripping. Instead of locking the entire map, it locks only specific segment or buckets. read are non-blocking and write lock only a portion of the map, improving performance. So performance wise, HashMap is faster in a single threaded environment, no overhead of thread safety mechanism. But with concurrent HashMap optimized for multi-threaded environments, and it performs better than hashtable because it does not lock the entire map. Null keys and values. In HashMap, null keys are not allowed. Only one null key is allowed, but we can insert multiple null values. But only single null key is allowed with HashMap. But in concurrent HashMap, it does not allow null keys or null values, and it will throw null pointer exception if we attempted to insert null. Fail faster behavior. HashMap is fail fast during iteration, and if the map is modified while iterating, it throws a concurrent modification exception. But with concurrent HashMap, it is weakly consistent iteration. So these are the main features like thread safety. HashMap is not thread safe, but concurrent HashMap is thread safe. Uh, if we will go for synchronization, it provide manual synchronization with using synchronized block. But if we will go with concurrent HashMap, it is built in with fine-grained blocks. So performance wise, it is fast, with single threaded, and it is high performance with multi-threaded. Null keys or values allow null key and values, but concurrent hashmap does not allow null keys or values. In fail fast behavior throws concurrent modification exception, but it is weakly consistent, no exception. Iteration performance slower under concurrent modification, it is faster, allow concurrent reads. So what are the use case of array list and linked list? Array list is best choice if you want to perform read operation, but linked list is best choice if you want to perform insertion or deletion. So these are the two main differences. Why array list is slower? Slower for insertion and deletion in the middle because it required shifting the elements. Question 8. Suppose you only have a class. How can you prove that it follow OOPS principle? To prove that a class follow OOPS principle, you need to demonstrate how it aligns with the four core OOP concept. First is encapsulation, and how to prove it by using getter, setter, and private fields. Second is abstraction, it should follow abstraction rule. And third, it should follow inheritance, reusability of the code by using extends keyword. And fourth is polymorphism, multiple forms. So like this we can prove it is following the OOP principle. I will provide the link in description for this file so you can go and read these questions from there. So next is what is the superclass of all Java classes and what are some of the methods in it. So these are the methods we can read from here. And next is what is idempotency in microservices. So you can read it from here. What is the saga design pattern? And the next one after saga design pattern, they can ask what are the differences between service registry versus service discovery. So here is the definition, and after that we have defined its key features. And next, interviewer can ask what are the differences between @Spring Boot application versus @enable auto configuration. So you can mention these all differences and you can read this file. I have given the link in description so you can go through there. Next is how can we create a custom scope and how we can test. And next is what are the different scopes present in Spring Boot. And the next is how can we customize specific auto configuration in Spring Boot. So here I have briefly explained so you can read from the given link below in the description. And the next 17 is how inter-service communication occurs in microservices. What is caching in Spring Boot? How do we create custom annotations in Spring Boot and explain with example? And question number 20 is how to handle multiple beans at the same time in Spring Boot. And 21 is how indexing works internally. What is an index and how do you create an index in SQL? So these are the questions that are mostly asked for Java Tech lead interview. Okay, thanks for watching this video.